wars and murders. The first have been because of the conquest, domination, greed, and then against revenge and defense. In other words, one of them in the name of winning and other for not to lose. They make rotation and kill people and crimes around that. Birth and development of science and technology, except culture, economy, customs, and social relation. There are among the ordinary people of the world and make life and power from their root and blood. But they have been dependent, exploited of fighters and powerful men, and they are sacrificed and prey of them in order to improve the quantity of their inhuman goals, power, and ability, as well as always the regular people that are responsible of world business cycle and life circulation hardly are about goals of some crazy powerman and unreasonable man used by their body as a tool and their brain and sense by brainwashing, targeted training and making nationals and religious delusion, insanity and other as a bait and target. Beside that, in the historical view to all of the wars, we can find clearly in these powers transactors is not any sign of maturity, qualitative progress in wisdom, cognition and comprehension, because they have made progress in type of tools. Means in the past distant, they known and obtained by stone, wood and spear. In the period of time, by bow and arrow and fire. And eventually, in most recently, by bomb, grenade and atom. But in how to communicate to each other, method of engagement, and even in contrast, they are likewise primitive and wild people have inherited to new generation warfare, quarrel and carnage. At the time, war done in depend on location, necessity, property, benefit, weapon, civilization, and mentality. And today also do like that, and depend on those. And more interesting is that the word is while that in Third World War. Maybe he doesn't know, and perhaps it's a part of that nature that people of the world are under effect and involved in terms of spiritual, psychological, historical, social, civil, and materials by war, by they don't know. Nobody's supposed to know about that. While the government and powerful men talk about prevention of world war, indeed they started what more obvious sign of this in different places of the world people are dying. The market of weapons and bombs selling and smuggling is hot and productive. Genocide, destruction, violation, and sequestration of culture, language, wealth, race, and continent softly but deep is in processing and the goals of this war. In the end, these countries' governors, flag holders, and leaders of war are on the hand bringer the fire scene, and the other hand are human rights advocate, means partner of robber and also friend of caravan. So just change the name of people and tools. They are like ungentle whore that are not even engaged and bound to their commitment and contract. These men or apparently human rights advocate train some group and make them brutal and ready for their goals while are unaware that they will change in politics eventually and will go to beat their enemy. As we can see today, this story and flow has been repeated in world history. In fact, the history is clear and undeniable caricature that shows humans' fatuity and ignorance to himself.